I was going to say, Caitlin Clark's been compared to you.
Yeah, but I think it almost robs her of like the rest of her game because she's such a good floor. You know, she has her overall floor game. She's racking up close to triple doubles every night, and like her shooting ability is it's her superpower.
One thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. Don't get it twisted. Don't get up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark isn't just adjusting to the WNBA, she's redefining it. Her electrifying style of play is drawing more attention than the league has ever seen. But the spotlight brings more than cheers. Alongside admiration has come criticism, with some WNBA players treating Clark as a target instead of a teammate in growing the game. That's where the NBA's biggest stars are stepping in. Players who know firsthand what it means to face pressure, criticism, and the weight of expectation are now voicing their support for Clark, and their words are reshaping the conversation. Even Nikola Jokic, a two-time MVP who rarely wades into controversy, couldn't stay quiet. When asked about Clark, Jokic praised her mental toughness. Calling it one of the most impressive parts of her game, he acknowledged the challenge of dealing with constant criticism but admired how Clark simply blocks out the noise. She just plays basketball. Jokic said, "That's what I love about her," from one of the NBA's most calm and dominant stars. That recognition speaks volumes. Luka Doncic added his own stamp of approval, and his comments turned heads. Known for his fiery competitiveness and confidence, Luka not only praised Clark's ability to take over games, he even admitted she's a better shooter than him, coming from one of basketball's elite shotmakers. That's high praise. That underlines Clark's rare talent. What makes these endorsements so powerful is that they don't just celebrate Clark's skills, they highlight her resilience. She's proven that no amount of outside criticism can shake her confidence or pull her focus away from the game. And with NBA icons backing her, her influence on the WNBA feels even bigger. Clark is already changing the direction of the Indiana Fever with the right pieces around her. It's only a matter of time before the league feels the full impact of what she brings. Critics may keep talking, but for Caitlin Clark, the best answer has always been the same. Keep playing, keep proving, and keep winning.
It's a woman, Steph Curry. Thank you. She can shoot it better than me.
Caitlin Clark seems to be walking the same path Luka Doncic once traveled, a prodigy rising into superstardom. Their journeys share striking similarities. Starting with Rookie of the Year honors, Luka fell just 2 votes short of being a unanimous choice, while Caitlin missed by only 1. Those razor-thin margins weren't setbacks, though they were proof that from day one, both were destined to take over their leagues.
Caitlin, congratulations on an amazing season. Rookie of the Year is a big honor. You deserve it. Congratulations.
Luka Doncic has already proven his potential, climbing to historic levels of offensive brilliance, and with Caitlin Clark's skill, confidence, and relentless drive, it feels inevitable that she do the same, cementing her place as one of the WNBA's brightest stars. Another NBA phenom who understands Clark's journey is Victor Wembanyama. Their styles of play couldn't be more different, but their entrances into the league carry the same weight of expectation. Wemby entered the NBA as the most hyped prospect in decades. Much like Clark did in the WNBA, he became a global sensation in France before ever stepping foot on an NBA court, just as Clark's rise at Iowa made her a household name before she turned pro. So when Wembanyama was asked about his favorite WNBA player, his answer was instant. Caitlin Clark, in his words, "She wasn't just the most impressive WNBA prospect, she was the most impressive player, period."
When she was in college, the only college player that I was really in awe of the game,
Pulls it back! Knocks it down!
I'm saying men and women's college basketball, she's probably the most impressive I've seen.
The expectations for Caitlin Clark and Victor Wembanyama were sky-high, long before they ever touched the floor in the WNBA or NBA. Fans had been tracking their journeys for years because both carried the type of game-changing talent that makes them must-watch TV. Clark's unlimited shooting range and Wembanyama's unmatched length and versatility made them clear-cut #1 picks, sparking a race to the bottom in their leagues as teams fought for the chance to draft them. When they finally arrived, neither disappointed. As rookies, both immediately shook up the basketball world, delivering some of the most memorable first-year campaigns we've seen in years. But greatness comes with a challenge. The reason they were drafted at the top is simple. Their teams were struggling, and now, both are tasked with carrying the weight of major rebuilds. Team success won't happen overnight, but one thing is already crystal clear. They've become the faces of their franchises. For Clark, that spotlight shines even brighter because of where she landed her arrival in Indiana. has drawn natural comparisons to Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton. Both are elite three-point shooters who use their deep range to bend defenses and create plays for teammates, making them two of the most dynamic young guards in the game. But the connection goes deeper than their playstyle. Each has quickly become the face of basketball in Indiana, a state where the sport is woven into the culture. So when Clark joined the Fever, the media immediately turned to Halliburton for his take on welcoming another rising superstar to his city and organization.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for her to be here. I think it brings a lot of excitement to the city, and a city with a lot of young talent already as it is, and adding her, she's one of the faces of women's basketball, and for her to be here and under the same roof, I think is really exciting for me, and I think a lot of people in our organization, and just look forward to watching her grow throughout the process, watching her get better. Looking forward to actually being able to cheer for her now. Now she's with the good guys.
So far, the two young stars have built a strong connection. They're often seen supporting each other, with Halliburton admitting he started tuning into more WNBA games just to follow Clark and the Fever's progress in turn. Clark keeps up with Halliburton and the Pacers, creating a mutual respect that goes beyond highlights and stat sheets. Their growing friendship has energized Indiana basketball, giving fans hope that Clark can help the Fever rise just as quickly as Halliburton elevated the Pacers into contention. If both continue on this path, the city could soon find itself at the heart of two simultaneous basketball renaissances.
And it's been really cool to see her growth this last year, and the Fever as a whole, to see Kelsey get some playoff experience, and just the whole group, Aaliyah, the whole group. So just really cool to follow the team, and it's unfortunate that they lost, but they're a young group. They'll be back for success, and now locked in and watching more WNBA.
Caitlin Clark's winning mindset has been on display since her college days, and it's one of the main reasons WNBA arenas are filling up every time she steps on the floor. Fans have been following her journey from Iowa to the pros, and among them is NBA guard Kobe White. White hasn't been shy about showing his admiration for Clark, praising her consistently throughout her rookie season. His support speaks volumes, but in truth, it's not hard to see why. With her deep shooting range, highlight reel plays, and history-making performances, Clark has become must-watch basketball. She isn't just drawing in fans, she's earning respect from NBA players who recognize when they're witnessing something special.
Been supporting Caitlin Clark for a while, and what she's been doing for the game. So this is my first time seeing him in person, so it's been dope.
What was it like when you saw her hit that three?
Which one? The one that break the record was crazy. I think she put up 2 feet beyond half court. So for me to see it in person, she's legit. She's the best. So she's the GOAT. So her skill set far exceeds everyone.
Patrick Beverley has also spoken out about Caitlin Clark, noting that everything involving her seems to carry more weight than it would for any other WNBA player, even the overly physical, sometimes borderline dirty plays she's had to endure. In many ways, Beverley sees parallels to his own NBA career, where he became known for pushing stars to their limits with his aggressive defense. But instead of criticizing, Beverley offered nothing but praise. On Gilbert Arenas' podcast, he highlighted how Clark's skill set and sharp basketball IQ allow her to dominate without relying on elite athleticism, and while her rise has sparked plenty of controversy, Beverley insists that the heightened attention she brings is ultimately a huge win for the WNBA.
This woman, Caitlin Clark, she's not the tallest, she doesn't have a crazy frame but she got women's basketball on lock right now. And she hasn't really been in it a while, and a lot of people haven't seen a lot of it. Anything that happens with her is going to be magnified, right? Which is great for the WNBA.
Just when it seemed the conversation around Caitlin Clark couldn't get any bigger, Shaquille O'Neal raised the bar on Angel Reese's own podcast right in front of one of Clark's most vocal critics. Shaq delivered a powerful message. The Big Diesel didn't hold back, making it crystal clear that Clark is something special. It was a rare, unforgettable moment, an NBA legend going out of his way to defend her in the most unlikely setting. Even those who've criticized Clark couldn't ignore the truth after hearing Shaq's words.
And I was a hater because, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot. And bam, like, damn, she's not going to hit that shot. Man, like if I say 10 times you're not going to hit the shot and you hit the shot, that means you're the truth. So
the intense spotlight on Caitlin Clark has created controversy and pressure that could easily break other players. But she continues to rise above it. Dallas star Anthony Davis has been quick to recognize just how impressive that is. Davis knows this path well. He entered the NBA as one of the most hyped prospects of his generation, and he's seen his former teammate LeBron James carry an even bigger spotlight for 2 decades. From constant criticism to harsh media narratives and the massive leap to the pros, Davis understands the weight Clark is carrying, and after watching how she's responded, he's convinced of her future to Davis. Clark has met every challenge with toughness and grace, proving she's not just talented, she's built for greatness.
And I think she handles all the criticism and everything that's going on, fairly well. Like,
sure.
She never let nothing like knock her off her square, man.
They got Indiana games.
Yeah, like I just saw the interview when she was and they asked her about not being on the Olympic team. She was like,
what a great answer she gave.
Great answer. I think she'll be fine. And all the stuff about the physicality, and it comes with the league.
It comes with it, yeah.
No, you're a rookie.
At this point, one of the most debated topics in the WNBA is physicality, especially when Caitlin Clark is involved with so many new fans tuning in. Comparisons to the NBA are unavoidable as people try to measure her impact against the game's biggest stage. Even NBA champion Michael Porter Jr. has joined the discussion on his podcast. Porter spoke about the sharp difference in physicality between the men's and women's leagues and questioned how Clark might adapt if she were in the NBA, while his take wasn't overflowing with praise. The fact that Clark is even being mentioned in this kind of conversation says everything. It's proof of just how significant she already is in the basketball world.
Caitlin's cold. That's the one girl that I was like, okay, if she was in an NBA game, yeah, on defense she would get cooked. But offensively, like, she'll knock down some corner threes or like a swing three. Like, she actually would, because she can shoot from that far,
Now let's shift to someone who can truly relate to Caitlin Clark's rise, LeBron James. Few players in history understand the weight of overwhelming expectations better than him coming into the NBA straight out of high school. LeBron carried future GOAT labels before ever stepping on the court. Caitlin's arrival in the WNBA brought a similar wave of hype, and with it, the same mix of admiration, scrutiny, and jealousy. From day one, LeBron had a target on his back. Opponents elevated their play. The media dissected every move, and critics lined up to doubt him yet. Despite it all, he rose to greatness, proving the hype was real. That's why his support for Clark carries so much weight. He hasn't just praised her, he's offered direct advice, urging her to keep learning, stay humble, and trust the process. And if LeBron's eye for spotting generational talent is any indication, Caitlin Clark's future in the WNBA looks every bit as bright as her early promise suggests. This time, though, the hope is that fans and critics alike appreciate her greatness as it unfolds, rather than trying to tear it down.